live.
I just want to say thanks to my bodyguard from California. He did a great job. I was untouched and no harassment whatsoever.
Who was your bodyguard from California?
That one kid that was at the gym yesterday.
The kid with the Superman shirt on?
Asian kid?
Mexican kid. Thank you. Great job. And I'd also like to point out a couple cookie cutters that had bodyguards. Someone that should remain nameless should have came up and said hi. I haven't spoken to you a while since LA Fitness in Boynton. But
Johnny Fuckness.
Yes.
They said he walked right by us. I didn't even see the fucking guy.
Me neither.
It's a real tough guy. Needs 4 bodyguards at a bodybuilding.
What'd you think was going to happen? Whoa.
Then we got to go back the other way.
I think the Freemasons are demonic
Aren't you at that?
once it's all said and done.
Yeah, but you go the other way, I think.
Yeah, Jay Cutler, very
I could cut through.
very cordial. You
You
know,
go down Las Vegas and you make a left.
it was a great meet.
To get in.
He's very humble.
U-turn.
The favorite person I met,
Isn't it on the east side of the strip?
well, I'm really glad I met Brian Shaw. He's a great inspiration.
Right now we're on the east side of the strip.
You know, Robert Frank.
Oh, no, it's...
And mostly the maniacs. Just meeting all the maniacs made it a great event. Yeah, there might have been some tens on trend, but for the most part, Cutler and Platts, yeah. Brad, what's Brad's opinion on the cookie cutters there?
I don't know, Leonard.
Brad doesn't know. What happened to the GoPro, Brad?
It's here.
It's
I
here.
used it, but it fucked up because Nate hooked it up to my phone and I couldn't fucking figure it out. It was,
You got the AC button on up there or no?
yeah, all the way.
Shit.
Rear on.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a booth there in the next couple of years. Or no Phil Heath, I guess. He's probably ready to break his record or whatever.
No, he's going to lose the road.
Tie the record. Really?
Yeah.
Hope he
I
does.
saw the picture.
Yeah, Roden looked pretty good.
Roden looked better, but you know, Roden looks like shit from the back. At least he used to. He has no lower lats. His lats are all up high.
That's where, I mean, Phil has some...
He is.
Yep.
He is. Chuck, hey, the onus is on Chuck Basher. He's a no-call, no-show, and he's going to hear about it. And I have a feeling us being here has something to do with it. He couldn't hire enough bodyguards in place. For what reason, I don't know.
You should have borrowed some from the other asshole.
Right.
Should use a couple of those bitches that were walking in.
Speaking of bitches, Big Lenny, you're a savage. Brad, you're a bitch. Hey. Everybody has an opinion. Adam McLeod, Windstroll Churchill. Hardly. More like Premarin Churchill or Big J and PJ met. It was a historic meeting.
Fuck that guy.
What guys?
PJ.
Definitely the best dressed in the Expo, though. Probably because of the massive amount of you-know-what that he smokes. That may be his estrogen problem. He may have to up the anastrozole.
Who's that?
You.
Oh, really?
Did Jay Masters bring his emotional support ferret?
I wish he would have. He wouldn't have been such a fucking baby.
Yeah, Brad really lit into him, but I don't think it's on film, but he lit him up like a kite in the car. No, it was a good amount, As far as the females go, you can never get too much. I actually saw Christina and Jay Cutler's eyes. I got the same feeling looking into his eyes as I did her. Strangely enough.
What was that?
Callie Muscle or Chuck Basher was not there, and he's going to hear about it. You hear that, maniacs? Let him hear about it. I want to hear a reason he wasn't there. Demand it. Actually, Brad told Jay to shut his fat fucking mouth. He's like his little kids. Jay, shut up real quick. And then he made a quip about the Hoover Dam. I don't know, nothing about that, but there's a lot of rumors going around. You know, I wasn't there, but about Brad and the Hoover Dam, don't really know, but
here we go.
we got to get to the bottom of this. Johnny Bravo, MIA as well. Disappointed. Larry Wheels, he may have been there, but he probably wasn't. He's probably in the gym lifting hard thinking...
You got to go right, then right. Yeah.
He's probably saying, in
right
2 years, I'm going to own the booth, so it's probably a good scenario. Just got to work on your character, Larry. Don't be so uptight when you get behind the camera. Well, thank you very much.
Are you guys going to Uber here later?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Pinworm, cookie cutter, dope smoking, wong-tong soup eating, Nate Figs.
Did somebody just type that?
Yeah, I'm just reading it.
Oh, okay.
Big Boy from the Strength Cartel. The Strength Cartel, I didn't bother going their line, but they're a bunch of the most heavily water-retentive human beings I've ever seen in my life. They could actually fill the Hoover Dam with how much water they were all holding.
Strength Cartel, never even heard of her.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
The biggest, bloatest, fattest cheeks I've ever seen on a
There it
human
is, Lenny.
being. What?
Trump Tower.
Wow.
Lenny, would you say moon-faced enchiladas?
Where
Yes.
are you guys? Over there somewhere? Rio.
The moon-faced enchiladas. We're going by Trump Tower now. Everybody salute.
Lenny, sing Hail to the Chief.
Hail to the chief. I wish I knew the words. Okay.
This is some taco shop up here on the right.
Yeah.
Time to get into it. You know that place?
Yeah, we passed it earlier. What is it called, Nate? Is that the Roberto's?
Wait, what?
The taco place up there that's supposedly good?
Oh, yeah, Roberto's.
Yes, Trump 20 Tony.
Get tacos.
Tony Hughes, one of the nicest professional gentlemen I've ever met, next to Lou. Gets along with everybody. He's generous. He gives good information.
Oh, the doctor?
Yeah. And he actually, the finest thing of all, he had an insulin syringe in his ear, walking around with it. So, hey, if you guys, maniacs, start a new trend, have an insulin syringe on your ear, and somebody asks why not? Tell them to go fuck themselves. People put cigarettes on their ear. Actually, someone in this car has done that, and we'll rename nameless. It's okay to have a cigarette in your ear, but not a syringe.
This is the next entrance.
Can the maniacs see these people here? Can you see them, maniacs?
No, you gotta flip the fuck.
Can you see the cookie cutters, maniacs?
Look at that ass. Look at that ass.
Yeah. Vera was hard as a rock, though.
Yeah.
That's what
Key word, she.
Man.
And I like how you she first. That was correct.
You can go to the first entrance, or go to the second entrance. You guys are going to come in the second entrance. It's valet.
It's not over for the maniacs. We got 2 more days. Don't think something great's going to happen, because the best might be yet to come. So stay tuned, maniacs.
You guys come in with the Uber, just come right up here.
Did Brad nail Celeste? I'll ask him right now. Brad?
No.
Bring trunks.
No.
Trunks, man. Yeah, t-shirts, swimming trunks, flip-flops, you name it.
Yeah, Brian Shaw, just with that height and that shoulder width.
Oh my God, that's a hooker, right?
He's trying to shield her.
Yeah, bring IDs. Bring IDs too, guys.
Okay. Yeah, I hope to go to Montreal and Italy,
How
too.
soon? What time is it set
The
up
club
for?
won't open until fucking 10:30, so
10:30.
yeah. Whatever time you guys want to
I
come.
thought you said it was all day, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's what I said. I said to the guy, I said no day pool party. He hasn't responded back to me yet. I'll text you once I get more information.
Question for Andrew Calora. Andrew, you're kind of quiet back there. Are you missing Bootsy?
I'm concerned.
He's concerned about
I'll
Bootsy's.
text you guys in a little bit.
Okay, man.
All right, Lou, thanks.
With what's going on at Calora Estates.
He's concerned about the goings-on at Calora Estates. Maybe Bootsy will claw the place to shreds in Andrew's absence. But he'll let you know.
Pissed. I've been on vacation too many times this year.
You should have took her.
Yeah, that's your third one, right?
Yeah.
I stopped.
Fine. It's the outdoor cats.
I stopped my cycle on vacation, so I should be sleeping better and shrinking and getting weaker, and have my sex driving go down probably. Well, then again, I may not. I'm going to go to the HCG protocol with Clomid. Grape Link writes, I hope the kitties are safe.
Appreciate it.
Dale Graham writes, all of North Carolina is flooded. R.I.P. Dale.
Dale's gonna turn into a swamp thing.
Hardcomer writes, buy Jane a dildo.
Hardcomer.
Yeah, blast and cruise basically, but maybe a little time off totally. We're going to go somewhere tonight.
You guys want to get some food now? Oh, fuck yeah.
No.
Leonard, wrong answer.
He just said that shit's not starting until 10:30.
That's late.
It's fucking 5.5 hours from now.
I also want to go to Voodoo Lounge on top of the hotel.
Why don't we go to the Voodoo Lounge and go after that?
It's fine.
We'll go there first. Can you get something to eat at the Voodoo Lounge?
Yeah, there's a restaurant up there. I don't know what it is. What kind it is.
Maybe we should just eat there. Go home, change, and eat there. Does that sound good?
It's fine with me.
All right, we're going to the Voodoo Lounge.
I thought we were coming back here.
Someone call.
Yeah, after the Voodoo Lounge, I said we come back
Someone call and
here.
Make us a reservation.
Well, Lou said the pool party doesn't start till 10:30.
What
Up
are all
there.
these people doing now then?
But it's
an
a
all-day thing.
day pool party.
Yeah.
But we could be at the Voodoo Lounge and get something to eat and then come to Lou's later. Eat quickly so the stuff works. I'll be at the Ruby next year. No Syntho Mark. Good Lord, you can't even get him to go to fucking somewhere in Delray Beach, let alone Vegas. You kidding? Yeah, Jay seemed a little apprehensive at first, but that's understandable. I know him, he doesn't know me, but that ended pretty quickly once we shook hands.
Who's that?
Jay Cutler. You gonna win the Ruby? For me being the biggest and most ripped, that's a winner in my book. I don't give a damn what that insect judging panel has to say. Well, they can have it. I probably have no need for it. Why is Nate such a cuck? I don't know. He probably gets off on that. Chuck was a no-show, as I reared earlier.
You just tune this shit out. I said you're smart. You just tune this shit out.
Actually, Nate's going to explain when he lived in Vegas, there was a place called the Jack Shack. So you maniacs will be getting a treat in the upcoming weeks. He's going to go into detail what it is and what... So you're in for a treat. I say we start at Delray Beach Jack Shack. What we should do is have girls' faces behind a screen and everybody jerks off, one by one and blows a load on the screen right in front of their face.
Oh,
you could have Emma work in a booth, What's her face?
Jennifer?
Yeah, all of them. That girl what's her name with the hairy box, the hairy everything? What's her name?
Oh, shit.
Lindsay? What the fuck? Could you imagine that?
Lexi.
We can have Lexi at one, possibly Celeste.
Jesus Christ.
Leonard.
You can jerk off while Celeste does lines. Sounds like
Jane.
oh my! Hey, probably a freak that would get off on that.
Jay.
Do you remember Tamika? There's two Tamikas. One was a trainer at the gym, and the other one was the tranny on Dixie Highway. He used to play football for Glade Central.
You want to go to the fashion show mall, Leonard?
Oh, please.
It's a nice place.
I actually like the Dixie Highway Tamika better. Gives the greatest blowjobs you can imagine.
Give him a view of the strip.
Big and thick, too. We found one yesterday. You didn't see Catman?
You're covering the camera.
You didn't see Catman's video?
Hold the bottom.
He pulled that thing right out. And she asked me, before, I said, are you packing heat? And she said, find out. I said, grab it. She goes, be a little more discreet. Very
That's
cute.
when you guys were filming her.
Very cute, though.
That tranny last night.
She was adorable.
Tough shit.
Jay and PJ are friends. Yeah. Handled pretty well.
Jay said to him,
It was great.
You
"You're
look
much
smaller.
in person."
Yeah, he said. Lenny has AIDS. Well, so what? I hope I do. That way I can get free juice. AIDS is not a death sentence anymore, cookie cutters. I would rather have AIDS than catch pneumonia. Pneumonias will kill you much quicker. Yeah, they shook hands and they rubbed cocks. Is Dale going to compete in the Ruby? If you call what he does competing, I guess so. Competing for third. No, I wouldn't. Where is Jason Mongo Genova?
Blazing Saddles reference.
He's punching out his dogs.
Look at this girl taking selfies while she's riding the motorcycle.
She's not driving.
Message from who? They close at 7, clean up, and reopen later.
That's why. I don't know how. I don't know if I can stay awake till then.
Yeah,
The only thing is, only reason I'm staying awake is because they'll have beans. Chuck Basher was a no-show. Chuck Basher knew we were coming. Chuck Basher chickened out. Get him, maniacs. Let Chuck Basher know he chickened out.
Hey.
Ask Meow Man, is Brian Shaw honored to meet you?
Yeah, I know. I've been to the lecture.
Seemed like it.
Because actually, Andrew in the gym could outlift Brian Shaw on most exercises back in the day.
We can go to the
You're going
regular
to,
pool
you're going to the
hangout.
Golden Nugget? Yeah, we were there last night.
What are we going to do?
Yeah, you got to go in
Does
night.
you want to come to
It's a
our
freak
hotel and
show.
go to the Voodoo Lounge?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a freak show. You'll love it. There's so much stuff to film.
Did you hear? He said
I know, it's fun. Good
they
trip.
close at 7, clean up, and reopen later. We can go to the regular pool and hang out if you
Well,
want.
that's why you had to come. That's exactly right.
That's fine with me. Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting a little hungry.
Honest, I just suggest a small meal.
Well, that's all I want. My stomach.
I need to get fucked
Some
up.
water.
I need to get fucked up.
Hunter, just because you're putting it down doesn't mean
See,
they can't
Brad
hear you.
gets
They can
Brad
still
gets
fucking
fucked up all the time. Brad's actually more fucked up than he is sober. So
No, I know. The place is huge.
Big Todd, that's a good question. Your group is 10 times better without Jason. I don't know about
You're gonna
that.
do From here?
My nose is twitching because I'm anticipating
All right, good stuff.
getting fucked up
Yeah, we're-
and perverted.
I can show you. You just lower the volume of the video. Yeah, it's very easy.
Brad and Jay had a classic altercation.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
It doesn't just lower the music, it lowers the volume.
But Brad won't hear the end of it, trust me. Next time Jay does, oh my God. Brad's going to get ripped.
Yeah, well, he'll do it on there instead of in person.
And maniacs, try not to, you know, Brad's a good guy. Just try to not really push it on as far as the Hoover Dam.
All right, man.
Just do your best. I know it's hard not to, but
You're obsessed.
actually what we're doing tonight is Brad wants to go to the Hoover Dam again. Brad looks like he put size on. Yeah, he did.
Over here, Caesars in the front, you'll see the fountains that Evil Knievel jumped. Did you ever watch that?
Who?
Evil Knievel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big letdown when he was supposed to jump over Snake River. It was in the 70s. My father actually was kind of
Is that the one that
intrigued.
he got in the rocket for?
No, it's the one. No, I don't know what it was, but it was a big fucking hoax and a scam.
Oh, really?
But that guy,
His son is doing
yeah,
it.
he used to get fucked up, Evil, breaking bones left and right. He was like the Dale Chance of stuntmen. Evil Chance, evil Grady Chance.
Dale Knievel.
Yeah, there you go, maniacs. Why don't you put Dale in an Evil Knievel outfit?
Oh, boy.
We'll call him Grady
By the
Knievel.
time we get to the hotel, it'll already be up.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's who he was trying to be, actually. Yeah, we met one last night. It's on Stay Strength's Instagram. Check it out.
It'll be in the YouTube video too, everyone.
She was. Oh, there's more footage too. Right? Yeah, great. Yeah, she was a real cutie. And believe me, there was some meat between those legs. Take it from me.
What did she say, Lenny? Be discreet.
Yeah, because I went grabbing like crazy, you know.
How much did it want?
She said nothing about it, which was smart. She says, "Can I hang with you?" I said, "Sure," but she says, "Where's your room?" I said, "It's back at the Rio." You know what I'm supposed to do? Leave that in there? I thought maybe we can slip into a men's room or something, and she can sit on the toilet while I blow her and look up at her pretty face
Oh, my fuck's sake.
while she spits loogies on my head.
Leonard.
TMI, Lenny.
Jesus Christ.
And if you cookie cutters don't like it, too bad.
Fuck.
What else am I going to do with it, Brad? Like you, Mr. Missionary? See, Brad's idea of a perfect date is to bring a young woman to the Hoover Dam at night and have missionary-style sex. Oh, so exciting.
We get a new
And you'd rather have a dick in your mouth, you fucking...
I'd rather have it in a men's bathroom
Fat faggot.
with a girl like last night with that sweet voice.
missionary position is now known as the Hoover Dam.
Yeah. You think Brad's a freaking priest or something? His sexual habits, hell. No ass licking. Good Lord, he's worse than those ragheads.
You are such a fucking moron. Look. Where's he pointing, Leonard?
Whoa. He's pointing to the Hoover Dam. And we're going to have a statue of Brad there in a few years. They should. I think Vegas is going to finally catch wind of this and have Brad doing commercials, online commercials. Come to Vegas, come to the Hoover Dam.
Oh, my God.
Take it from me. That's Brad's. You ever hear of the Mecca in Islam? That's Brad's Mecca over here is the Hoover Dam. He brings all the followers here, and they bend over.
Oh, my God. See, this looks better at night. Shit that up.
200 and how many people? Jeez. They've been looking forward to this, huh?
Sacrifice Brad to the dam. I could see Brad wanting to be thrown down there
Hoover Dam.
as a human sacrifice.
After all of Jay's fucking nonsense, I wanted to throw myself off there.
Jay's still here.
Hopefully not. Hopefully he went back to his truck to go to bed.
Jay's at the sports booking about 10 beers deep.
Message to Brad: if you don't tongue a girl's asshole, you ain't a real man.
Really?
Brad's head will clog the dam.
Fuck, you're a cox, you little
signaling?
fucking goop bitch.
Are you signaling?
Yeah.
Don't talk to Nate like that.
Now Brad's going off on Nate.
Leonard, put your arm out the window.
Are you signaling?
Yes, I've had to fucking signal.
Go, he's letting you go. Go.
See how it is like this? And now once we got it, I'll give her this.
Fuck him, you gotta drive slower.
You come and drive. Brad's driving like a dude.
Exactly.
Big damn woof. Good one.
You know how to drive. You don't know how to drive.
Quote.
I feel bad for Brad. He's been driving.
Well,
How did you become designated driver?
we got a new one
You
here.
want me to drive?
And I'm the one that drinks the most.
We got a new one here. Fuck Nate.
practice
I
driving.
drive
He's
better when I'm drunk.
This is about Nate.
Practice.
Fuck Nate. He's a real bitch. I just call it as I see it, Nate.
Thank you.
Who? Insect Nate?
What other Nate is there?
I can vouch for that.
Jay was complaining a little bit too much for Brad and set him straight.
A little bit too much. Understatement of the year.
Brad, he was complaining to everyone.
Holy shit.
Did Nate wear his knee wraps at the expo? Sort of.
I was wearing everything.
Nate is a tool. Pinworm Nate. 10-10 Nate.
Missing some.
Knee wrap Nate.
No, there's more. Come on. I know you guys know it.
Knee nap Nate.
Come on.
They don't even call you Tranny Nate anymore, do they?
You're training me.
Nate looks like he had a starring role in A Bug's Life.
There's so much stuff.
Where they come up with stuff.
Monsters Inc.
So, yeah, probably one of Nate's favorite movies.
It is. Fucking cute, man. It's fucking cute.
Did Brad get slapped by Jay? No.
Jay would be out of breath before he could stop Brad. Fuck, rich.
I can't imagine being out of breath from walking.
Well, you're taking trend.
Look, the thing is, he's not even out of breath walking. Out of breath standing.
You guys have no clue. What
I
the
guarantee
proper
you in the
stack
next
is.
couple months, I'll have so much stamina simply from getting that shit out of my system.
There's one of your buddies right there.
Where?
That fucking meathead over there.
Say that again, Brad? Yeah, are you talking about a stack?
Yeah, these guys, they take so much shit and look like shit. Makes no sense.
I don't know. Looking at all those guys at the expo, it's like Lenny and I had a different look. Like the Road Warriors, that powerful look.
Yeah, those guys, they do a lot of pump sets.
By the end of the expo, that whole place just stunk of BO.
Oh, yeah.
God, man. It's just awful.
That's
Nate,
what it is those guys don't lift heavyweight. They don't have a hard, dense look. It's a drugged up look.
Nate looks like the extra who got beat up in the movie Rush Hour. Never saw it.
Favorite movies.
Do you remember what they're talking about?
I don't.
With
but
Jackie
that's a
Chan,
movie.
Chris Tucker.
Oh.
I fucking love that movie.
Bet Dumbo's at home taking a couple big black cocks.
Oh my fucking god. You are.
Oh, hey guys.
Yeah.
I have these.
I saw Christina in Jay Cutler's eyes.
Camera's honey.
Maple syrup.
Yeah. It's, want to take this out of my bag?
I felt bad. Nobody wanted to hold the bag.
Don't leave it in here.
I don't.
Really? Maple.
Nice guy.
Very nice.
Nice bag.
Knee nap knee.
If Nate needs a blindfold, all you need to do is tie dental floss around your face.
All right, we're at the hotel.
In reference to Nate's eyes.
See you fucks later.
Blindfold him.